Network, and we're back with another video, and today we're talking about how to report zombie debt to a CPN. And this is Network, and this video is educational purposes only, guys, so let's get straight to it. So what is zombie debt? Zombie debt is a term used to describe accounts that have gone into collections and have been sold to collections agency. Once these debts reach the statute of limitations, which is typically around 10 years in most states, collection agencies can no longer legally collect on these accounts. As a result, they often sell these debt portfolios at a low price, usually around $100 to $150 per account, to recoup some of their losses. This practice allows individuals to purchase their debts, portfolios, and potentially reassign them to their own credit profiles or quote-unquote CPNs. So buying zombie debt. When looking for a seller of zombie debt, it's essential to exercise caution and follow certain guidelines. Due diligence. Always conduct thorough research and due diligence when searching for legitimate debt sellers. Verify their credibility and reputation in the industry. So this is in regards to the sites you go to when you're buying zombie debt, or if you have your own specific connections to debt sellers, you still need to conduct due diligence and all of these terms that we're going to discuss here today, guys. And we also do have a direct list of debt sellers and debt companies, debt buying companies that you can get in contact with. That's within our master course, though. So we're going to discuss a lot of the bare bones of this topic right now, and then we can get into details later on in regards to the master course and what it actually offers you guys. So avoid specific terms. Refrain from using the term zombie debt when communicating with debt sellers. Instead, use more general terms. Statute of limitations. Inquire with the seller about debts that have exceeded or reached the legal statute of limitations. Typically, this limit is around 10 years for most states. Debt portfolio dates. Ensure that the debts in the portfolio have genuinely surpassed the statute of limitations and are no longer legally collectible. By following these guidelines, you can navigate the process of acquiring zombie debt more effectively within the legal boundaries. So what debt to buy? So only focus on purchasing auto deficiencies and credit card portfolios that are non-collectible or near the legal statute of limitations, guys. You want to make sure that you buy credit card portfolios that are non-collectible for sure, because you don't want them to try to recollect on accounts that you have, or you don't want to have to be the one liable to collect on those accounts. That's not what we're doing here. We're not a collections agency. So once again, this is educational purposes only, guys, but this is not a video about a collections agency, guys. So we aren't discussing that topic, which means we have to make sure that everything is near the legal statute of limitations. This type of debt is the best debt to use and report because it no longer can be collected and easier to report as paid off and closed. So once again, guys, the whole gist of everything is you want to be able to reassign this debt as paid off and closed, because this is going to be the bread and butter of how you're going to get the CPN profiles to boost educational purposes only. Sites to buy zombie debt from. So here are some of the sites you can buy zombie debt from. These sites are they've been used by a lot of people. Once again, guys, we do have a list of debt buying companies and debt sellers that you can get in contact with that comes with our master course. And these are companies that they basically sell some of their information to these websites sometimes, and sometimes those sites have regular people with their own portfolios that are getting rid of old debt as well. But Debt Expert, Debt Connection, and Debt Catcher. So how to get zombie debt to report to a CPN. So a crucial part of getting backdated, paid off, and closed primary accounts reporting to your CPN SSN is to understand how to become a data furnisher to the credit bureaus. So no, you just can't go fill out an application online and start reporting to the credit agencies. This takes an investment of time and a little money, but if done correctly, you can see massive success with your credit. One of the easiest ways to get started with the credit reporting is to start a debt collection agency. So this is like what we were talking about earlier. So if you start a debt collection agency, this allows you to become a data furnisher, and this allows you to be able to report to the credit bureaus. And when you are allowed to report to the credit bureaus, then you can report debt as paid off to a credit profile and build the credit. It sounds simple and it sounds like the best idea in the world, guys, but it does take work ethic and it does take a little bit of knowledge. And this is why we sell the business course as well, guys, because you have to set up a business properly to be able to do this process. And you have to be able to prove that your business is correctly set up to be able to become a data furnisher. So we're going to go a little bit further into that process here in the next steps. So some points to keep in mind. Debt that can no longer legally be collected on should not be pricey. These types of portfolios should be cheaper due to the fact that they cannot legally be collected. So this gives you more leverage to negotiate. So when you're negotiating with people, when you're buying your debt portfolio, putting your debt portfolio together rather, you don't want to feel like you have to pay exactly what they're asking for, because they can't collect on this debt, guys. This debt is basically dead. That's why they call it zombie debt. So you want to make sure that you get the debt at the best price that you possibly can get it at, because you have to keep in mind that you're going to at least need 100 accounts in your portfolio to be able to report to all 3 credit bureaus when it comes to boosting a credit profile. Educational purposes only. Some steps to become a data furnisher. So here are some steps that will be needed to take to become a data furnisher. So procure membership. Choose the credit bureaus you want to report to. If you plan to report to all 3 major credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, you must seek approval separately from each credit bureau. Contact the credit bureau. Call the credit bureau you wish to report to and request to be transferred to the business services department. Inform them on your intention to become a data furnisher, and they will guide you through the process. Request an application. Ask for an application for membership in the business reporting program. Note that if you're applying to become a data furnisher with Equifax or TransUnion, you may need to demonstrate that you can service a minimum number of consumer accounts, typically around 100 accounts. Experian does not have this requirement. So like we said, guys, you want to have a portfolio with at least 100 accounts just so you can be able to report to all 3 credit bureaus. This is major because you don't know what you're going to use your profile for, educational purposes only, but you don't know what one would want to use their credit profile for, so then they could apply somewhere and that won't be able to use the zombie debt, and you don't want to go through this whole process and not be able to use the benefit of reporting your zombie debt. So fulfill minimum account requirements. Ensure you own a debt portfolio or have access to enough consumer accounts to meet the minimum account requirements as specified by the credit bureau. Complete the application. Fill out the application thoroughly and accurately. You may need to provide documentation to prove that you operate a legitimate business and maintain the required number of consumer accounts. So guys, that's why I said if you haven't got our business course yet, then definitely you need to get our business course so you can understand how to set up your business properly and have the correct business setup so you can definitely get the benefits of being able to show proof of your business and report zombie debt. So, becoming a data furnisher. To continue the process of becoming a data furnisher for a credit bureau, follow these steps. So, on-site inspection. After submitting your application, expect a representative from the credit bureau to contact you, schedule an on-site inspection of your home, office, business, if required. During the inspection, the representative will verify that your business physically exists. Be prepared to pay an inspection fee for this process. Note that virtual inspections may be conducted due to the pandemic concerns in the past when they had to do visual, audio, and computerized inspections because of the pandemic. But a lot of people have been sticking to these processes now. So just because the pandemic is over, it doesn't mean that they're stopping the way that they used to do things during the pandemic. And a lot of people have been using that as a way to basically work virtually. So you may not have to physically do the inspection. So just be on the lookout for a video inspection. Sign data furnishers agreement. Once your application is approved, you will be asked to sign a data furnishers or service agreement with the credit bureau. This agreement outlines your commitment to making regular and accurate reports on your customers. Obviously, you would have to do that to just make some type of promise, like a signature, just that you would do the right thing with this power that they're going to give you. Purchase requires software. So obtain and install the necessary software for credit reporting. All 3 major credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, require data furnishers to use Metro 2 and eOscar software to manage payment records and submit consumer reports. So record customer information within the Metro 2 program. Record all your customers' personal information. Update this information monthly as customers make payments. So the software will automatically generate and submit reports to the credit bureau, which will then add these reports to the corresponding credit profiles. And this is how you boost the profile. So once you have the accounts and you get the debt forgiven and you report the information to the credit bureaus, then you will have the power to create zombie debt reassigned. This is easier said than done and require more details to execute, guys. For full details on acquiring zombie debt, becoming a data furnisher, or creating a debt buying company, contact us via link below or visit our website to purchase our full master course that teaches everything from CPN creation, zombie debt acquisition, public records, trade lines, methods to liquidate CPNs, etc. Once again, this is educational purposes only, guys. It's the network. And thanks for watching, guys. For more, like, comment, and subscribe. Click the link in the description for master course, trade lines, CPs, etc., guys. And we're back with another video. We'll be back soon, you guys. Have a good one.